Matthew's Gospel, chapter by chapter and verse by verse. For the Lord, up, for the Lord, up, for the Lord, up, for the Lord. Welcome to lifeisonedayataTime.com. I'm Minister Chestnut, and thank you for joining me again on another day of life and another day of love to live in His riches and glory. Verse 10, and He called the multitude and said unto them, Hear and understand. Not that which goes into the mouth defiles a man, but that which comes out of the mouth, this defiles a man. Then he came to his disciples and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? Hey, do you think Jesus cared? He didn't care. The truth hurts. Verse 13. But he answered and said unto them, Every plant which my heavenly Father had not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone, for they be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Declare unto us this parable. And Jesus said, Are you also yet without understanding? Do not you yet understand that whatever entered in at the mouth goes into the belly and is cast out into the draw? But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceedeth evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witnesses, and blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. So there it goes to show power of life and death is in the tongue. You have to watch what you say, because out of the heart, the mouth will speak. And they were unborn again heathen, which we say unsaved people who did not have any understanding. Verse 21. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried of him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word. Now, the Canaanites and the Jewish, they didn't have no dealings. The Jewish people treated the Canaanites as if they were dogs. I mean, they just didn't get along. Verse 23 again, but he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then she came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But then he said, It is not to me to take the children's bread and to cast it to the dogs. And she said, Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table. Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, of great is thy faith, be it unto you even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. Verse 29. And Jesus departed from thence and came nigh unto the Sea of Galilee, and went up into a mountain and sat down there. And great multitudes came unto him, having with them those that were lame, blind, dumb, maimed, and many others, and cast them down at Jesus' feet, and he healed them. He's still healing, casting out demons, making the lame walk, the deaf hear. Insomuch, verse 31, insomuch that the multitudes wondered when they saw the dumb do speak, and the maimed be whole, and the lame to walk, and the blind to see, and they glorified the God of Israel. Then Jesus called to his disciples unto him and said, I have compassion on the multitudes, because they continue with me now 3 days, and have nothing to eat. And I will not send them away fasting, lest they faint in the way. And his disciples said unto him, Whence should we have so much bread in the wilderness, as to fill so great of a multitude? See, they were still thinking old school. You know, they had a little bit, but they didn't have enough to fill the multitude. But they forgot Jesus had fed 5,000 the other day, plus with just 5 loaves and a few fishes. Verse 34. And Jesus said unto them, How many loaves have you? And they said, 7, and a few little fishes. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the ground. Always having order. Got to have order. And he took the 7 loaves and the fishes and gave thanks, brake them, and gave to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat and were filled. And they took up the broken meat that was left, 7 baskets full. And they that eat were 4,000 men, besides the women and the children. And he sent the multitudes away, and took the ship, and came to the coast of Magdala. He was going to heal some more people. Every place he went, he healed folks. But we'll pick up on this next time. I'm Minister Chestnut, and thanks again for joining me on Life is One Day at a Time.com.
For the glory of for the glory of for the glory of for the glory
How hard is it for everyone, everywhere, to come together and pray? Stop. Take a minute. Pray. Rejoice. Don't forget, Life is One Day at a Time.com comes on every week with Minister Chestnut, live and in living color. So be there every week, because Jesus is our rock.